Welcome back to a brand new video. We're in this vast wilderness today, and where we're headed is right up this road. We're headed to an abandoned mining operation. Should be a lot to see right inside of this canyon. So let's get going and see what we can get into. Currently at the base of the canyon, within the canyons where the mines are located. Although I wanted to stop real quick because here's the ore bin. Now they didn't have a mill or anything. This wasn't a big enough operation. Basically, they would take all the materials from the mine, bring it down to this ore bin, and then get it out from here into the mills and all to get processed and whatnot. Although this ore bin is in great condition. Don't see very many with the plate up there and the ore chute and all that. So it's great to see this one. It's not a very large one, but it's still very neat, nevertheless. Just look at the condition too. This really is like something you'd find in a museum. This side's in just as good condition. That's great. Now let's go on top of it. One of the major factors that contribute to this ore bin being in such good condition is the fact that there's only one mining operation that used it. Within this canyon, there's only one mine, which we're going to check out that mine in today's video. So it was only used by one mine. With that being said, obviously it's going to be in relatively decent condition for that reason alone. Just looking inside, it is in great condition inside as it is outside, with the exception of right there, some of the wood's cracked and broken, but it's still metal framed. Nobody looted that. I know in a lot of areas people like to take this stuff out, unfortunately, but that hasn't happened for this one. So let's continue and let's go check out the mine right up in this canyon. The main operation we're checking out is right up this road half a mile, and the first mine is right up there, so let's go check that out real quick. Hiked up the waste rock pile and I'm now at the mine, which looks to be quite an extensive one. Should be interesting. Right off the bat at the portal we have some wood timbering. Then as we go in, the timbering ends. So we have a ladder right there. Very neat. Looking up we have a raise. Let's see. Okay, so this side of the tunnel comes to a dead end. This is just one giant stoped out section pretty much. So I said it was going to be extensive. Well, this is antithesis to that. I stand corrected. Because look at how wide this tunnel is. Just looking at how wide it is, I would think it would be quite a big one, but it turns out it's not. Still very interesting though. So let's keep going and head further up the mountain. Got some real mines to check out. Driving up this extremely overgrown road. And yes, there is a stream going through the road. and I've hit the residential side of this mining operation. And this was a small operation too, so I wouldn't be surprised if these are the only 2 houses that were at this operation. They didn't have very many employees to begin with. It was a small operation, which the operation's right up ahead, maybe 100 feet or so. So we have these 2 side by side, beginning with this one. Still have the window frame. Unfortunately, it has been burnt up. Wall's been smashed out. We have the fireplace. So that's one of the rooms. And then going this way, we have this second one. Would have had an entryway right there. And it's pretty much the same design, except this one's more overgrown. Very neat to see these rock houses. And let's continue up the road, going up this way. Now this says it's a registered mining claim, which makes me think it's on public land if they had to register it like that. Although, looking around, I see numerous signs saying, keep out, no trespassing. That ore bin has a sign that says no trespassing. The mines are up there. So if this is in fact a mining claim, I'll definitely have to check my hunting maps. Right now I don't have service, but I'll do that later on when I do get in service. Because if it is public land, then you can't have signs saying keep out on a mining claim. Maybe it's private property, but I don't see any signs saying private property. I just see no trespassing and keep out. Maybe they're trying to get through a loophole. Nevertheless, we won't stay here because of that. We'll just have to keep on going today, see where else we end up. So we have ourselves an active mining claim. I really wish I had my hunting maps on me right now, then I could check. Because maybe it is private, but I don't see any signs saying keep out private property. I just see keep out and then another one that says no trespassing. And then we have something really crazy. Zoom in. That's a tram line. If you could see that wire up there. And that goes across from this side right over at that ore bin. So maybe there's mines on that side, which is pretty crazy steep. I don't even know how we attempted to get up there. Let's have a closer look real quick. Yeah, I don't see any mines. I see a little bit of waste rock right there, but I don't see any open portals. I'll just keep on going. Let's go down this canyon, and there's a canyon right by this one that we could get into. I think it's called like Ophir Canyon or something like that. Or go up that way and then see what we can get into that canyon. Because the great thing about being in Nevada is that each canyon seems to have packed with abandoned mines. There's at least one like this canyon, for instance. So you just look at any canyon in Nevada, you go up and you're going to find some type of mining equipment or mines and whatnot. So let's do that. Let's get down this mountain and go to the next canyon over and see if we could find anything in that one. I'm not quite at the ghost town yet. Still have a couple of miles to go up this road. Although I did find something interesting. This very wide ore chute, which is very neat. I'm surprised there's no ore bin at this site. Perhaps it's further up the road, because I know there's a lot of mines within this canyon. Have a bunch of stacked rock. A well. And then whatever this was, or whatever this is, this interesting contraption of a bunch of different dugout holes. And now we're going to continue further up the canyon. We have officially entered the Ophir ghost town. Going up that way is the rest of the town. Although I wanted to begin on this side. This is really where the city limits begin. We have a very awesome looking house right there, very well preserved. Then a less well preserved one on this side, which we'll go have a look at right now. Not much left of it. Been looking over this way. A couple other buildings to check out. Let's go see this house. Still has the ceiling, still has the furnace pipes. It's really gonna be something. Okay. Look at this. To begin with, we have a collapsed wall right there, unfortunately. And then looking inside, still have the furnace pipe. Unfortunately, the actual furnace has been removed. Instead, someone constructed a makeshift fireplace. And then the roof, looking up at it, which it's crazy to think how old this building is. Let's keep going. So we have this really big building, which is definitely too big to be a house. Take your guess. Or maybe it's that mansion they talked about. I don't think so though, because it's two separate buildings. Likely a old business. It's a western mining town, so statistically speaking, if we have a business, it's likely a saloon. This was probably a saloon, a general store, or a hotel. Or maybe all three. It's really something. Looks like Henry's been here. Another house, the remains of one. Couple other houses. Then looking this way, everything we just looked at is on that side. Into another one-bedroom house. Then next to this one, there's one we missed, which I thought was attached to this one. Apparently not. But this was another building on this side that's all been falling down. That's the house we looked at. Then we have another one on this side. Another rock structure, likely another house, because we are in the residential section of this town. As we go up, we'll hit the business section. A lot of these houses have so little remaining. I'm not going to spend too long looking at each one. In fact, I skipped one right there. There always anything left of it. These more intact ones like this one I will check out though, because it looks very cool. Have the fireplace right there. Small one room. And then standing on top, get to look down and have a overview perspective from the top. In the distance, we have some massive stone ruins to look at too. Once again, another cabin. Quick look at this one. And now we have the interesting part. Have some mines over there. 50-50 will gain access. Then we have some buildings. Although before we look at those, we have one last house. Built right next to all this rock. And another one on this side. Another stone ruin. Likely a foundation. I'm guessing this was the mill, judging by the fact that right across is where the mines are located. Look at all that waste rock too, at the Murphy mine site. just walking down this massive multi-leveled mill. Have ruins down there as well. That was a building at one point. Then looking down, now that's a much steeper climb than I was thinking. We'll have to find another way to get down. Continuing, I'm now at the lower level. We'll go through the next window. The size of these pipes too. That's huge. This is all overgrown. This was the lowest level of the mill. And then looking on this side, we have the sealed up mines, which aren't even worth going to. So this is it for today's video. Thank you for watching, coming along with me on this adventure. I know this video was very random, didn't exactly have anything planned, but we still seen quite a bit today. Got to see a new ghost town.